Bottoms, can you see on my face and I'm a little sleepy weepy? I'm a little sleepy weepy. I taped my special over the weekend. It went incredibly. We actually, it was really very special. One of the audiences was maybe the best I've had in a very long time, maybe my whole life. And we also taped a really incredible crowd work special. It was really special. And thank you for everyone who made it possible. That's you, patrons, and all of you for supporting me, honestly. So thank you so much. Make sure to get on my text alert. I'll text or email you. You can go do that through my website when the special comes out. I'd so appreciate it. And you know that works for tour dates too. And patreon.com/WHGS to support the whole thing. We did 4 tapings. It was a really, really incredible production team. So they were worth every penny, but also it's a lot of pennies. Also super cool, we got another variety live show with Kate and Maddie. That's on March 15th. Don't miss it. Yeah, and then this week, fan favorite Mak Ingemi back on the pod. We had a long conversation about parasocial relationships, and I also have a big life update in the episode. So go listen for that, but stay for Mak. I know you love her. And we did it live. We did it all together in Springfield, Missouri, because Maddie was opening for me on the road. Absolutely crushed it. All right. Have a great week, guys. This episode is brought to you by Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well. I am always on the go, and that's why I love having Green Chef around. It's customized for my needs as a vegetarian. It's delicious, and it's easy even for me to cook, and I'm a terrible cook. Go to greenchef.com/gay60 and use code gay60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. That's greenchef.com/gay60 and use code gay60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well. Listener, this episode is brought to you by Dipsea. It's a great app with tons of sexy, fun audio stories for that me time, if you know what I'm saying. For listeners of the show, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/gay. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to DIPSEA stories.com/gay. One more time, that's dipseastories.com/gay.
I think I've been struggling with social media a lot more than I don't really talk about it online very much, but like I've had a lot of times and a lot of days where I'm like, this is beating me down so much that I just want to fucking cut it all off.
But to them, they are seeing a real queer person being confident and sexy publicly. That's a big fucking deal for a lot of people. And while I understand what you're saying, like the actual content itself, like that.
Maddie, you want to get in on this?
We are not in the apartment. We are in the hotel room, and we're having gay sex, but we like actually should be having gay sex. This is the sexiest location we've ever done.
It's a really cool hotel room.
Is your room the same?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like laid out differently.
Sleep in the same bed?
Nope. We do everything together.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you caught
eat
this.
together. We shit together. We shower together.
The
we are
Comedians
one.
should sleep in
The
the same
host
bed
of the
as
show
their
last-
openers.
We should. The host of the show last night brought me up as like, he was like, Ashley brought like a very special friend to open for her, and I was like, when I got on stage, I was like, you can't say that. Like they're gonna think we're fucking.
Yeah, that was fucking
Like
hilarious.
it seemed like that was the reveal of like, guess what? We're fucking. We're not fucking.
Yeah, I didn't realize he called you my special friend.
It was really funny.
I did not tell him to do that. I said opens for Ashley all over the country and Comedy
I think he was just
Central.
like ad-libbing, and I think he meant it as like
and on cocaine.
Well, I think he meant, are we gonna get? What if he sees this?
He's not going to see this. That man was on cocaine.
Everybody
I liked
did
him. He was
think
really
he was
nice.
on. You can be nice and on cocaine.
Some of my favorite people are on cocaine. I think it was the combination of special guest and friend.
Special guest friend.
Yeah.
Special guest friend.
And you are both a special guest and a special friend.
Oh, thank you.
You're great. We had the deepest conversation today over brunch, and I started crying.
Ashley cried at brunch.
I cried at brunch.
At brunch?
I know I'm a little bitch. I finished brunch. And then we sat there for a while. But we're in Mak's hometown. Oh yeah. We're in the apartment. We're having gay sex. Well, we're not in the apartment. We're in the Vandervoort Hotel
in Springfield, Missouri.
Okay, I didn't want to tell you guys this last night because you were sleeping here tonight, but it's like super haunted apparently.
Really?
That does not surprise me. It has like very like evil Slytherin vibes.
It definitely has Slytherin vibes.
Yeah,
we
all
came
the
in and
black
we were
and
like,
stuff.
it's kind of like a mid-century modern / steampunk is where I arrived on the aesthetic.
Yeah.
But I don't know where you arrived.
I said it was like based. It's like it was based on like an architectural movement that never happened.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know what I mean?
There's
It's
a
like
lot of
really
Edison
weird.
bulbs, antlers, leather, but also like gold and marble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very bizarre, but it's very luxurious.
It's beautiful, and I don't understand how they stay in business. Are they money laundering?
I have no idea. It's probably I feel like the decorum here is a good representation of the city
The decor.
overall.
The decor.
Yeah, like the antlers with all of the random just like pieces of furniture. It feels like Springfield. Like you
Really?
Yes, it's this city is
But
so
who
fucking
is coming
random.
here and paying for this hotel? Because
People
I'm
who
not
wanna
even
see
really paying
corn.
for this hotel. You know what I mean?
What if you want to see corn? Come to Springfield. Stay at the hotel.
But really, are corn people or fans of corn shelling out hotel cash, or are they?
Oh,
saying
I meant corn the crop.
No, I also meant corn the crop.
Oh, okay.
I didn't take a turn into Corn with a K, the band. And are they known for being in Springfield, Missouri?
No, I thought maybe you. Never mind.
No, go on.
My riff kind of died. I was saying.
I'm riffing on your riff. Are people who are fans of the vegetable, the starch, corn? Is it? You're an expert.
On corn or corn with a K.
You in this cowboy hat.
Is
I
it-
actually really hate it.
Is it intimidating?
No, I love it.
I love it too. It gives me like a sense of superiority a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. Don't say it like that. That takes it away.
But is this considered the West? Are there like cowboys out here? Do guys wear these types of hats out here?
I've seen a couple. It
Okay.
depends on like how far away from the area that we're in you get into. I like to think of it as the West because it makes it more entertaining to be here. If it's just if it's the Midwest, it literally has mid in front of it. Like there's nothing. I don't really.
No,
wanna
that's
do
a
that.
stand-up bit.
That's so funny.
Somebody thought, which camera do I look at?
Either.
I don't know which one to look at. Somebody thought I was opening for Ashley last night.
Yeah, that was funny. I was like, Mac's not a stand-up comedian.
And she never will be.
I
I feel
would
like you
be-
could. Do you have an interest in it?
Oh, fuck, absolutely not. No. Oh my
That's
God.
actually kind of similar to what I was thinking about talking to you about. Well, we're here because Maddie and I just performed at the Blue Room, which is a club out here in Springfield, Missouri. So if you're not signed up for my stupid text list because you're like, you're never going to come to my town, look where the fuck I am right now, okay? There's nobody here. And we still basically sold out 2 shows. So can you just get on it, please, you piece of shit? I'll also text you when my special drops. But wait, why am I saying this?
You were gonna
You were
ask
gonna
Max
talk to
something
me
about.
Oh, like Maddie and I have such clear dreams about like what we want to do with our lives around stand-up comedy.
Stand-up gives you such a track of like, I know exactly what I'm
Right.
trying to. Yeah.
What is your dream? Like with content creating, like do you just want to be a huge YouTuber and like
Yeah.
spend a whole week eating nothing but pizza and then vlogging about that?
Honestly,
Like is that the goal?
I think probably I'm trying to think of ways to get off social media. Like I definitely don't want to be in it long term, or like I probably honestly want to get out of it like as fast as I can. It takes too much of a toll on my mental health, and like the point I'm at right now, I don't have it. I like making content for queer people and like them seeing it and it meaning something to them, but I don't like everything that comes along with it. Like, I don't really enjoy being recognized when I'm out. I don't really enjoy a lot of the pressure that I feel from it. And like, I'm not complaining. It sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not. I know it's a very like privileged job to be in.
But the funny thing about this type of job is every job has their downsides and everyone's allowed to complain about their job's
Yeah.
downsides, except I think artists.
Hmm.
Well, maybe not just that, but like anyone in sort of a privileged position where it's like hard to get a job like that.
Well, and it's weird because the downsides are things that people think they want from it.
Yes.
Being recognized, being seen, being like, it's like, it sounds like you're complaining about something and someone's like, that sounds awesome. And it's like, but I imagine you get, I mean, because I'm not at
Yeah.
that level, but I feel like I imagine when you get to it, it's like,
No,
Yeah.
it's really
Downside.
not fun to get recognized, or like the feeling of someone is recognizing you. It like
Oh my
makes
God.
you feel like, well, now I just can't like be anonymous in this environment.
Mm.
Like not that I'm gonna like flash someone or scream or give someone the finger, but I'd like to be able to just, like bop on my headphones. But now someone's looking at me, I can't bop anymore. I look like a fucking idiot.
Do you ever consider like wearing like a mask and a hat and sunglasses out in public?
A mask?
I feel like that's so
Yeah.
extreme. I think I would feel so embarrassed doing that.
Being like everyone's looking at
Someone-
like
I'm just gonna start going out in
Someone
drag.
recognizes
Like,
me and they're like, Ashley, you're not this famous. I wouldn't have even spoken to you if you didn't have the mask on.
yeah, that's the other thing I was gonna say is like there are people that are just I can't even imagine being one of like the big people.
Right, actually.
They get,
huge.
Like
mobbed.
actually recognized
Yeah.
and stuff. Oh my fucking God. I don't know how they handle that.
They must be really unhappy. There's just no way.
I can't imagine.
The joy of being able to like walk into a coffee shop, they can't do that. They literally
Yeah.
cannot like walk.
Yeah, if you're
into-
like Billie Eilish or something.
yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
in LA where I feel like there's a little more respect because
Yeah, LA
there's
people are-
so many of them.
They chill around celebrities. My friend saw Kristen Stewart at a bar and they were like, yeah, no one was like bothering her because it's LA.
Yeah.
It's uncool.
That's
to,
the
like-
thing. All my friends here, when I talk to them about it, I'm like, it's so much worse in Springfield because I'll go out with them and I'll be recognized quite a bit and stuff. And it's a much different experience than in a big city.
Yeah.
And they're like, but you'd think that going out to a big city, like you get recognized more because there's more
but they know
people.
the culture.
Exactly. It's a culture thing. In LA, if someone does recognize me, it happens way less. And it's usually just like, hey, I love your stuff. Like,
Yeah,
it's great
If-
type thing.
if
And
they-
you both
yeah.
move on. It's not like a standing there. I don't want to make people feel, it's not like a standing there
Ooh.
coming up to me and
Yeah.
not saying anything. And like, we both feel very awkward. And I'm like asking you how you are. And you like, don't know what to I'm not trying to make you feel bad if that's your experience. It's just like, it's obviously kind of awkward for both of us.
Yeah.
It's very different here. I like me and my girlfriend aren't very public online and like you would know we're together, but we don't post stuff together. And when we're in LA, that's never an issue. But here, we like when she visits me here, I have people that like DM me pictures of us together because they like saw us.
What?
I had somebody that posted they like ate at the same restaurant as us, and so they like took videos of us together at the restaurant.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
they drove their car
Mac,
by
you
us
need
while we
to
were
leave
walking
here.
back to our apartment.
Wait, they drove their car behind you?
Yeah, and like filmed it, and my friends like harassed them to get them to take it down when it was up. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if somebody that's like a mid-tier content creator deals with something like that here, like that's when you know it's kind of an etiquette thing and not because I don't want to sound like I'm an asshole. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a big creator because I'm not.
No,
But
neither am I.
the town that I'm from, it's just like you don't see anything like that. It's like Brad Pitt's from here, and that's pretty much all they have. So anything beyond that, they've never experienced it before. Like they don't know how to deal with it. But I don't know. Just I feel like be nice and respectful. And that's
Yeah,
like
just
always a
respect
safe
people's
route.
privacy.
Yeah.
Oh, we should introduce ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm Ashley Gavin, cis gay white woman, she, her pronouns. Text list, ashleygavin.com, Patreon. Yeah.
Race car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, as always, our hall monitor to keep me from getting canceled. You can't put them in detention because they're overseeing it. Fucking nerd. Maddie Wiener.
Hello, I'm Maddie Wiener. She, they pronouns. I'm at Maddie T Wiener on Instagram. I've got
Yes,
a
go
Substack.
follow Maddie. Come on. Come
Thanks.
on, you piece of shit. Go follow Maddie.
Everything's at the link tree in my bio, and I'm also doing Substack essays now. And if you feel like for a couple bucks a month, you can support my essay writing, and they're really fun, and I think you'll like them.
I'm Mak Ingemi. I'm Mak Ingemi. She, her pronouns. Cis lesbian. Am I forgetting something?
I think I forgot like 5 things.
I
so.
don't know. Oh, yeah. Who are you these days, Maddie?
Me, myself, and I, baby.
Oh, my God. I want to get laid here, but I don't think I'm gonna.
Masturbation actually illegal here, so.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh. I feel like there are some states
The
with
fact
weird
that you believe
laws.
that.
Yeah, stuff where like
I mean, yeah, if there are weird laws, it's gonna be in Missouri for sure. But most of it's like trans stuff, so you're good to masturbate.
Get out of here.
I need to leave here like halfway, a quarter of the way, maybe. They're gonna chop my arm off, and then that's
That's good enough.
You
for
could
them.
probably get the trans out of my body the same way you would like amputate something before it spreads. Like I'm really in my infancy right now, you know?
They're like, if you take out her appendix, or sorry, their appendix, she'll be back to she, her, I'm pretty sure.
There's a growth of they, them on my lungs. But it's stage 1, so
Stage 1.
time will tell.
Stage 1 non-binary is actually a great way to like look at it if you're in a Republican state. Maybe then they'll cover it by health insurance on the health insurance.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Sorry if my eyes are also super squinty during this episode. I've never had so much natural light in my life. I grew up in New York City. I get big windows for one episode. I'm like, oh wow.
Do you want the hat?
Okay. This is a kind of nice, isn't it?
No, I got that from Party City for $10.
My
I have
God.
a tiny
You
little
look
head.
like the guy who runs the Dimsdale Dimmadome in Fairly Odd Parents.
What?
Dude,
What's
it
that show?
actually is matching your outfit. Like it looks really good.
Shut up.
If anybody
no,
watched
seriously,
Fairly
I'm
Odd
gonna-
Parents, you look like the guy. Wait, I'm gonna pull up a picture.
Yeah, get
Mac,
it.
do you know what I'm talking about?
What is
Alex,
it?
put it in. What the fuck, dude? No.
Wait,
I actually don't like how good this looks.
It looks so good.
it looks fucking
Why
great.
does it look like I put this outfit together? It looks like I intentionally.
I'm telling you, it pulls any outfit together.
no.
Look at you. You cross your legs.
Howdy.
This is so funny. You look like this guy.
Oh, I do
The
remember. him.
Dimsdale Dimmadome.
What's the Dimmadome?
It's like whatever their like big arena is in the Fairly Odd Parents universe. Doesn't she look like
I've
him?
never seen this. But
thanks.
yes.
You never watched Fairly
Just-
Odd Parents?
I didn't watch like anything growing up.
What?
No, I
Did you,
wasn't-
like,
Oh,
no,
yeah. Mac has like a pretty fucked up upbringing.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I didn't really. Oh no, it's okay. You can talk about. I get you were able to watch stuff. You just don't rub it in.
Maddie's always apologizing for what other people have gone through. She's that friend
Fuck,
where
dude.
she's like, where you're like, I didn't get to do this as a child. And she's like, I'm really sorry that I put that on you. I'm so sorry that I told your mom to keep you from watching Nickelodeon. Well, should we get into the gay sex?
Let's do it.
What? Kate Sisk and Maddie Wiener on one live show of We're Having Gay Sex that's live streamed around the world, but then you can also watch it later recorded, or if you live in Brooklyn, you can go see it happen? Yes, we're doing another WHGS live show with games, with panels. We answer your questions. It's live streamed. You can watch it up to a week later on Moments. You can go to my website and get tickets now. Guys, I love doing these. They're so fun. The last one was incredible. We've got some clips from it to share with you. I'll be posting those. But go to ashleygavin.com to get your tickets to watch it live or up to a week later. Listener, are you listening to our Patreon exclusive You're Having Gay Sex? Well, here's a sneak peek of what you missed last week.
I gave her a Dundee for Christmas.
Nice.
What's a Dundee?
It's
you watch
from
The
The
Office?
Office. The
Dundee.
Give her a
Office,
Dundee.
first of all, Gen Z, get off your fucking high horse about The Office. Really incredible show.
The Office is so
Who's
fucking
shitting on?
funny.
Are people shitting on The Office now?
Oh, because it's like mainstream, lame stream.
Millennial. Yeah.
That is silly Billy Balloon
It's
Town.
one of the best comedies. Wait. There are 4 bonus episodes a month of this series, You're Having Gay Sex, on our Patreon at the $10 tier and then 2 at the $5 tier. Patreon.com/WHGS.
I have really fun gay sex. Although I did like fully have like a very good cry in the shower. So I was thinking about talking about my cry in the shower, which feels like gay sex to me.
Mhm.
For a lot of you at home, that is gay sex. But maybe I should just do what I was gonna say because I was kind of saving it for this episode with you.
I feel like gay sex is gonna be more fun than crying in the shower. Just a hot take.
You should probably apologize for that.
No, Ashley wants to be meaner. I'll be meaner. Shut the fuck up. Tell us who you
I don't think I phrased it
No,
that way.
I'm going off grid.
I think what I said to you was you need to give yourself more
you were
space.
Like, you were like, believe in yourself and be confident. And
yeah, but meaner is good. Okay. I'll back up. But basically, a lot of you guys know that I've been seeing.
Oh wait, it's this. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I got excited. This is so much better. I can't believe you almost did cry in the shower over this. That's so fucking stupid.
You're a fucking bitch. You're a woman on this episode. You have no chill. You're being very catty as a friend right now and not at all supportive. You are a woman.
No, I'm being supportive. I'm so
I'm
excited
messing
for this
around.
joke.
I actually quite love it. I kind of like this new side of you.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of want you to be a mean, like kind of mean.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That's what happens when they amputate the trans off of you.
All empathy and kindness, they take it out of your body.
Yeah.
So I've been seeing this girl for a little while, and I'm gonna give more detail on the next episode, but I'm gonna tease it on this episode. a
Not
little bit.
main.
No, main.
This is main.
I'm talking about main.
Oh, okay. Okay.
People know main. It's serious. Been making homemade granola. I'm in the calendar. If you've been keeping up with my Instagram, made it in the family calendar. So that was pretty cool. But we definitely main. One of the things is like we've been keeping it on the more casual side because main has a lot of stuff going on. Didn't want to super rush into anything. But if you know me, I'm ancient and I'm definitely looking for my person. And so we had like a conversation and I was like, look, I don't want it to sound like it was an ultimatum because it was so not. But I was like, hey, I'm getting to a place where I'm like, getting kind of anxious, like not knowing what this is going to be. You know what I'm saying? And main was like, I know, like with where we're at, like I should really be more verbally like affirming with like the commitment level because I really love you and all this stuff, but I'm like sort of scared. You know, a lot of it, like she kind of does have like a little bit of a fear of commitment. So she was like, I don't really blame her, honestly, because I feel like fear of commitment is one of those things that you're like, red flag. But like, just like anything else in your relationship life, it's something that like, if you can be self-aware about it and identify it, like you can work on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, okay. And she was like, okay, I'm going to go take some time and think about what's going on with me and why I'm feeling this way and we'll figure it out. So she was like, I'm going to go like take like a week, like kind of solo and not really see you or other people or whatever, because we're open. So I was like, okay, well, this is like the most terrifying week of my entire life.
I'm like on the edge of my seat right now.
Like I was like very like, oh my God, she's going to come back and break up with me. I was like, really, it was like a very, 24 hours later, she texted me and was like, can I come over? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. Like, I really want to be with you. And my fears are not like representative of my actual feelings. They're just like psychological fears. And like, I really want to be with you. And like, I just like wept and like she wept and we held each other. And then a week later, she like, you guys watch Love Island?
No.
Oh, well, for the Love Island fans at home, a week later, when I got home, she made a scavenger hunt for me in the apartment because that's what they do on Love Island. They are like, they'll read the clues and it'll be like, head to the place where we first. I'm not done. This is a terrible Love Island. But,
You almost call it a Love Island.
I actually
accent?
recognize the show from you using that accent. Like I remember what it is.
but they're like, babes, go to where I can't do the accent. Go to where we made out for the first time. Like that's what they do. And they go around so she like left little cards around my apartment so that I could go to the different places. And then at the end, she asked me to be her girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, because she waited to do it till after we had the discussion, which I think was the right move because like you don't want to like have this like emotional discussion about like your neuroses and like feelings and stuff like that. And then like you want it to be like romantic and fun. So like she asked me to be her girlfriend. And then later that week we went on this date and we went to this little French restaurant, but there was no dessert and we were having the best time. So then we went to another restaurant like down the street and we ordered all the desserts on the menu. We had like 3 different types of cakes and pies and stuff like that. And I was just like I don't know if this is corny. I can't tell. Like, you guys are super quiet. So, I just felt like, I don't know what the audience is thinking, but I was just like, I just feel so happy. I feel really, really happy. And I feel vulnerable also talking about, I hope people know that when you're in a really good relationship, like you should be having conversations with your partner about like what commitment means to you, or like whatever your thing is. You know what I mean? Like what I love about our relationship is we can both say to each other, like, we can acknowledge like the really the hard parts and talk about them, and not fight, like really have deep, honest conversations about who are our flaws, you know, and still be able to like work through them. And it was like that conversation. Oh, wow.
Ashley, are you crying?
Yeah. It was like that conversation where I was like, okay, this person is going to be my person for the rest of my life. Because like, I know there's never going to be a thing that we can't come to the table honestly and be like, this was hard for me or whatever. You know what I mean? And I think that's what you need in a wife or a partner or a husband or whatever. You know what I mean? So it was just like, it made me feel so safe that she could be so self-reflective and honest with me and like take time to think about something and come back and like make the right decision. You know what I mean? I don't know. I love her so much. And I know you guys know who she is. And on a future episode, we'll be revealing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
You're like fully wifed up.
yeah, I'm gonna be.
Like you're not in an open relationship anymore.
No, I'm in an open relationship.
Wait,
I said the same thing.
so what changed?
What changed is that like she just didn't feel ready she knew that for me, I needed to be with someone. I could not like get into a committed thing with somebody who wasn't ready for marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And for her, it was like she wasn't sure if she was ready for marriage. Yeah, that's what really.
So
the
it
thing
was a conversation about her saying she was ready for that.
Yeah.
Okay. I
So are you gonna
understand.
propose?
Yeah, it's the next step. Like,
Yeah, but I think I think that she would have a heart attack if we moved too quickly into that. So I think she's going to propose to me.
Oh wow.
I told her that would be okay. I feel fine. Like before I was anxious because I was like, is this person ready to meet me where I'm at? And now I feel like I know that. So now I don't feel so anxious anymore.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean?
well, in Missouri, the man lesbian has to propose, so she really can't.
That is my
Really
understanding.
can't talk about that either. That's awesome, though.
That was really funny.
That's incredible.
So yeah, that's my gay. Oh, and then we had sex and it was like awesome.
it was like so awesome.
It was awesome. I just feel so safe. Like I can't tell you how safe I feel.
It feels so like when you talk about it, it seems so transparent that it almost makes me feel safe. like everything is just so out in the open with you guys, and you talk about everything. And I don't know, I can't imagine having your relationship. We talked about this on our podcast, Chosen Family Podcast, but like
Chosen Family Podcast.
you guys being able to have an open relationship like that, but still feel like you're endgame.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't know, that's
To
so
me, the
far
open
outside
part-
of my
I think like what other people assume about the open relationship is that when it gets serious, we'll close it up. But the openness does not feel at all related to the commitment level. The openness is
That's really
about
cool.
the openness is just about like being able to feel like our full selves. The openness is like to have fun. It's not, and some people might be wondering, it's not polyamory, it's just like hookups. And like no, we don't do other relationships. So it's just like hookups and crushes and flirting and the like openness of being able to like both be together and be like, oh, she's hot, or like, oh, I'm like, oh, he looks like a little twink that you'd like be into. She like loves like little bisexual Twinkie guys. So basically like kind of like you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just me.
You look so much like her mom. She could never be attracted to you.
Oh,
It's weird. You look so much like her mom.
I'd love to see a picture. Does she have like same haircut and everything, or just
You
like
also
face?
said like
Similar.
that the person on Great British Bake Off reminded you of her mom.
In quality, not like the way they looked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You like look like her mom.
Oh wow.
But yeah. So the openness is really, I don't know if we'll keep it open or we'll close it at some point. I know we both have sort of been more leaning towards like after getting married, the idea of having a family and being in an open relationship seems like a much more daunting task.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that seems pretty, I mean, if you're married and you're in an open relationship, that's great. To me, it seems like that's just a level of planning that I don't have in me.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard enough with my job and travel schedule and everything like that. Like throwing in soccer and then on top of it, a hookup. Like I don't think that I can like, not a hookup at soccer, but yeah, it's like a totally different thing. So I feel like I'm rambling, guys.
No, it's really we're like captivated.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You're
We've both kind
captivated?
of like leaned in a little bit more. We're
It's
like,
juicy.
Is it?
I'm excited for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm really,
It's like huge news.
yeah, she makes me feel really, I can't overstate this enough. I feel like in society, we really romanticize like the idea of surprise and like not knowing and like, oh, how into me is this person, and big romantic gestures and stuff like that. I can't tell you how romantic and peaceful it feels to know that I have a person who's going to come to me and tell me how they're feeling and where they're at, and like trust me and give me the space to do the same. Like to me, I'm just like, this is like, it's a level of love that I didn't know that I could like have. It's really nice.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So you should talk, like if you have a partner, like you should feel like you should be able to talk to them about where things are going and like stuff like that. And like how to make your relationship better. Because they're hard. I mean, right now it's super easy, but like they get really hard. So you want to be able to talk to them. Anyway, that's my gay section this week. It's super fucking gay.
Listener, I know you're busy. You've got a lot going on. Who can be gay and cook? It's too much. You got to get Green Chef. It's going to make your life so much easier. It's a meal kit. I love Green Chef because they've got something for every single dietary restriction. I'm a vegetarian, right? But my main, they keep mostly vegetarian, so they have their own thing going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy to use. They have a ton of different types of meals. So whether you're keto, vegan, vegetarian, whatever, they've got something for you. My favorite part about it is it's sustainable. They feature seasonal protein, they've got organic produce, and sustainably sourced seafood. And they offset for all of the plastic and the carbon footprint of every single box. Plus, they've got new recipes all the time, so there's always something new to try, and you can go back for your old favorites anytime. I love Green Chef. I'm a terrible cook, but I always end up having a great meal, and I know it's going to work for my dietary restrictions. Go to greenchef.com/gay60 and use code gay60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. That's greenchef.com/gay60 and use code gay60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well. Listener, we got a sexy little ad read for you. Finish this sentence in your mind, listener. I deserve a sex life that's what? What comes to mind? Don't be afraid. Say it out loud on the train, at work, wherever you are. What do you want your sex life to be? Well, whatever it is, Dipsea can help you get there in new sexy ways. If you don't know about Dipsea, Dipsea is an app full of hundreds of short, sexy audio stories designed just for you. I've been listening to them for a while, and I absolutely love them. They always turn me on. There's a lot of diversity in terms of different types of voices. 56% of stories are voice acted by people of color, and they've got a ton of stuff for queer listeners just like you. Let Dipsea be your go-to place to spice up your me time, explore your fantasies, relax and unwind, or heat things up with a partner. For listeners of the show, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/gay. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to DIPSEA stories.com/gay. One more time, that's dipseastories.com/gay.
Do you want the talking cowboy hat?
Sure.
Did you have gay sex this week, Mac? Oh, Mac and Jemmy of Chosen Family Podcast. We have a podcast together. Oh, you like this podcast? Maybe you would like, maybe you would like our maybe you would like our podcast, Chosen Family
Podcast.
Did you have gay sex this week?
No. Guys, my gay sex is just that I'm not having gay sex.
You're still in the long distance relationship.
Yeah, and it's like it just feels like less and less and less because I can't masturbate anymore. Not because it's illegal.
That's
Not because it's illegal.
Oh,
just because
that's the gay sex. Why can't you masturbate anymore?
it just makes me too sad. It makes me miss her too much.
Oh my God, you little simp piece of shit.
I don't know. Like I could when
Literally
we first
touching
started.
your makes you feel grief and loss.
I will burst into tears like instantly. Like if I needed to cry immediately.
What about a vibrator?
That's never really worked for me.
Seriously?
Yeah. From what I've tried anyway. But I don't really like experiment with them because they're kind of expensive and it feels like
Yeah, they are expensive.
Yeah, it's a big swing.
it's a big swing to make if you might just cry from it. Like I just spent $100 to just like bawl my eyes out. But it vibrates.
You're like, if I wanted to cry, I would have put this into therapy and not a vibrator.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, in some ways, it's an investment because therapy is $100 every time, $200 every time. The vibrator is a one-time fee
it is a one-time fee.
To make you miss.
to just make you cry.
That's so sweet though.
But
But that also sounds incredibly frustrating.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it
Mac's a
sucks.
huge simp, so
I
I'm not
love
really
my girlfriend
surprised
very
by
much.
this.
It was fine when we first started dating. Like we could have phone sex all the time and stuff. But then for some reason,
Oh,
it
you
just
can't
kept
even
getting
have phone
worse.
sex?
We've tried now, but no.
Does she
I just
ever-
cry?
Is she ever? Does she cry
It's
too?
so sad. She does cry, but like it doesn't seem like she has it quite as bad. Or her libido's also lower, so it doesn't come up as much with her. I don't know, guys. It's kind of fucked
No,
up.
this is hilarious.
It's kind of fucked
I
up.
promise you, this is hilarious. This is very good.
I'm simping. I'm simping a little bit.
So, what do you guys do for dates now that you don't have phone sex?
We just talk and we watch movies. And
You watch movies together? Do you do that thing where you're like, okay, 3, 2, 1?
That's the cutest. I used to do that. That's so.
we do that, but then there's
Aw.
It's
always
fucking
still a
sad. I
lag.
will never go back to that shit. Sorry, no offense or anything, but
When are you moving in?
Probably like sometime over the summer.
Damn, that's so soon.
I know. I'm really excited, but it feels like so close, but so far away right now. This sun is like
I know the sun is crazy.
it's fucking hitting me. I'm sweating a little
Do
bit.
you want to? You want to take off your sweatshirt?
I'm fine. This tank top's see through, so
The Brokeback Mountain comment, with the way the light is hitting you with the cowboy hat on, it is very cinematic, and
Yeah.
you keep talking about crying.
It is.
I think we should go outside. You should touch your a little bit. We can come back in. We can get some really sick emotional shots, and we can do a remake of you being like.
That's like a up thought I've had before is sometimes when I've been like crying, like I'm so sad about something, I'm like bawling my eyes out. I'm like, I should film an audition right now. Like, I should use that.
No, you're right. Okay, one time I got back from seeing my girlfriend and I was bawling and I filmed a YouTube video bawling, titled it "It's Over. Thank you." That shit blew up. It did
Don't
really
you
well.
feel bad though? Like
No, I don't. No, I don't. My job is YouTube, and it was VidCon was over, and that's what I was like referring to was like my VidCon trip was over, and like I had been anxious about it
That's
before.
so funny.
I'm still telling the truth. It's just clickbait. That's how the fucking industry works. I don't feel bad about it. I do not feel bad about it at all.
That's
I
so
don't
interesting
know.
to see behind the curtain. It's 'cause I like grew up like watching YouTubers like in middle school. Like I was a huge YouTube kid.
Yeah.
And it's like so interesting to hear somebody talk about the like that behind the scenes process.
I mean,
of
if
it.
it's not hurting anybody and it
No,
has
and
a point of truth in it,
It's really not hurting anybody. I could see the devil's advocates being like, yeah, but I got really worried for you in your relationship.
well,
and
then
it's like, well, you
get
need
a
to calm
life.
down.
Sorry, sorry.
Do
Like
not tell our listeners to get a life. You know
This
they
is
don't
their
have
life.
one.
if it's like ruining your day, that
Yes, that's
no YouTube video should ruin your day unless it's like a news report.
in the same
about,
way
like,
that
a-
touching your shouldn't ruin your day. Watching
Sorry, was that too mean?
That was-
I think
no, I
parasocial
don't-
relationships are like going to be the downfall of like humanity.
Oh my God.
So like people
I think
should
they
you
already
should like
are.
touch grass.
They already are the downfall of humanity.
Yeah, it's like really scary.
I try not to think about that because it actually scares me a lot. Like
Oh, it's already happening.
The way that Bo Burnham talks about it in interviews and stuff, though, is like some of the most brilliant like discourse on it I've ever heard. And it's like,
What does he say?
I mean, you can like find like hours of him talking in interviews about like the internet and how he thinks it functions and like people's relationships to like artists they follow, and like he really resists forming parasocial relationships with an audience, which like I think is like cool, because it's like he was like, I don't think this is healthy, and I don't think they like me. They like the idea of me.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just like a weird. Obviously, you got to make art and put it out, and if people receive the art, that's awesome. But I'm like, I don't know. For me, I'm like, if someone watches my stand-up, I'm like, you like my stand-up, that's great. You've never met me. You don't know who I am. Like, we don't know each other personally. Am I shooting myself in the fucking foot right now? I mean, I love you so
No,
much.
it makes
Thank you for
sense.
subscribing. You're my
I'm
best
looking
friend.
at you because I'm a stand-up comedian, I'm an artist. I want to make comedy art. I am not here for the parasocial. Like, if you're watching this right now and you're like, this podcast gives you comfort, that is a great, or helped you come out of the closet or help you process like something. That's a great side effect of what I'm trying to do. I'm here to make you laugh. That's the only goal that I have with this podcast, is to make people laugh. That's the number one, 99% of it. So the issue is that idea of like having this parasocial relationship that he's avoiding. Bo Burnham like got big on the internet early.
Yeah.
Like, in a way, he was very privileged to only really have a few videos like kind of go viral, and then he had like a career. Not that he doesn't deserve it. He's like sort of a genius. Like, he did a very good job. But like, for most people who have to really work at this to like get their arts career off the ground, I made this podcast because like I didn't have an agent.
Well, I think if I'm paraphrasing what Bo Burnham said, so like I don't know if I'm putting words in his mouth.
No. I'm just
but
playing
I don't
devil's
think-
advocate.
But I think what he would say, the parasocial relationship, it's not putting out content or doing that or having like a back and forth with people who like your work. Like, I don't think that's the problem. I think he's like talking about when people are like, I love my fans. My fans are my best friends. We know like acting, playing into like we know each other and I love you. When it's like, but you don't know them, they know you, and now you're fostering this unhealthy sense of something and making money off it, which I don't think you do.
I mean, I do a little bit because I do feel like I know who they are in a statistical way. Like, I've met so many of them. I know they are white. I know they are lesbians. I know they are ages 17, 18 to 34, with half of that being in the 18 to 25 range. I know that they, like, sorry guys, I know like financially roughly where they're at. I know that they are recently out of the closet. I know that they want more gay friends. Like, I know quite a bit about them.
That's
in
interesting.
a really,
Well, and you have to, or you wouldn't be successful.
right, exactly. And I'm not trying to say this to commodify you guys and say you're all the same person. but like I do know about them. I know what they respond to. And so I feel like I actually do know a little bit about them. And I know a little bit that their values align with some of my values. And I know that they're really kind to the wait staff at comedy clubs because I get that feedback. And I know that
That's a really nice thing to hear.
Your crowd applauds when you say give it up for your wait staff. Like, I was doing that because when I was bringing you up this weekend, they cheer so hard. And I was like, oh, I think that is because they're like left leaning and want to tip people well and like care about that.
Yeah.
Like, there are some audiences that go like, yeah, whatever. And like, don't tip the wait staff. And it's like, that is a really cool indication that people are doing that.
And like they like when that when we had Ginny freaking out, we were in Oklahoma City. Sorry, I totally hijacked your time. We had Ginny in Oklahoma City for like screaming how much she loves her son, her trans son.
That was so cute. Yeah.
And we this woman who like stood up in the middle of my set. Like, well, first she started by being like, damn it, I love you. And I was like, I love you too. And she was like, and I love my son, my trans son. And then she stood up and she was cheering for her son.
It made me cry in the back. I was crying. It was
it was like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, honestly. So like, I know my fans are like that. You know what I mean? Like, I know that they loved that. And I know that they were there for that. But then at the same time, I'm playing devil's advocate against Bo Burnham right now. At the same time, I agree with him. I think it's actually really quite unhealthy because while I know that about them, I shouldn't make assumptions about them as an individual. And I hate when my crowds, like, I know that I feel a pressure to behave a certain way. and I don't like that at all as
Yeah.
as a comedy artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I hope what I said didn't come off as like cold or anything. Like, obviously, I'm so grateful to like that there is a community that's like listening to the podcast. Like,
Oh, of course.
it's not about dismissing that at all. It's just about like I feel like the parasocial thing is like fostering the nature of the relation. I don't know. I'm sure like, what's your take on that being on like social media? Like, I feel like social media is the place where it happens more than any other type of media.
I don't know. I mean, TikTok being my main platform is definitely like tricky with that. I feel like if it was a YouTube or Instagram or something, it would be not such a big deal. But I mean, what you're saying about you feel pressured when you meet people to act a certain way, I can tell when someone's coming up to me from TikTok or from like even my sister's page where I'm playing a character. It's not me. Even my own page on TikTok, I wouldn't really say most of those videos are me. Most of them
They're
are
really not like you at all.
Exactly. But people think, like, people from TikTok that meet me think that's who they're meeting. So it's kind of jarring to feel like you have to switch into this character when you meet people, because my TikTok persona is a person that has parts of me, yes, but she's contorted into a way that I know will perform well, because that's what you do to do well on social media. It's not like a sneaky, devious lying thing. It's just
This
it's
is
just
one
a kind of a
facet your
character.
personality
Yeah.
that you're playing up in some capacity.
And then that's why people that follow me on YouTube as well, they're like, it's so different. The contrast is so different. But obviously, if you give somebody 10 words or you give somebody 100 words, they're going to be different people. Like, it's not going to sound like the same person. So TikTok with parasocial relationships, I think, is fucking crazy. As
That's
far
really
as like
interesting.
even having the podcast, the people that come up to me from Chosen Family Podcast are like some of my favorite interactions that I have.
Yes.
But you can always tell the difference, and it's just about balance. Like,
It's so hard to put it into words how we should be treating each other.
yeah.
It's really, I mean, maybe that's just what it couldn't possibly be that different from fame, like old school fame before the internet. Like, people watch you over and over again. They come up to you. They think they know you.
There's a really, not to keep bringing it back to Bo Burnham, but there was an incredible, I think he was on like, oh, sorry.
The thing is, this is actually a Bo Burnham fan podcast, and we love Bo Burnham. We don't know him personally, but he's so cool, and we know that he would love this discourse around relationships.
Well, it's just a quote where he said he like remembers the first time that his name didn't mean him anymore. It meant his image.
Damn.
like-
Oh, that hits.
That's like, and it's weird. I think I'm on the other side of it of you guys where I'm like, I'm not there yet. People don't, I've been very lucky that some people have like known me from the podcast and see stuff, but I'm really not like, I'm totally anonymous. But I like wonder if you feel like, do you feel like Ashley Gavin is you, or is it like the brand? Like, if you picture your name, do you picture you, or do you picture like the brand?
God, I've not even thought about it.
Am I getting too meta? Is
No,
this so depressing?
I think
no.
about
I think
that
it's
every
fascinating.
fucking
No,
day.
no.
Really?
I think it's separate. Like, for me, it's separate, at least to the point where I think I've been struggling with social media a lot more than, I don't really talk about it online very much, but like I've had a lot of times and a lot of days where I'm like, this is beating me down so much that I just want to fucking cut it all off, because I can't be this person anymore that these people think that I am. And like, my girlfriends watch me just lose my mind, like the shit that people say and the way it is. And I feel like people think I'm being dramatic, but it's just my
Of course
personality.
it feels dramatic because it's not. It is so hard having really had a full adult life without any internet presence. You really have no idea what it's like. It's incredibly stressful.
It's wild.
Social media is not good for your mental health, period. If it's also the thing that you do 40 hours a week and more, if you're working really hard, not that you're not working hard if you're working 40 hours. Now it turns into a socialist podcast. But a podcast about like American work life and balance. But you know what I mean? When it is a portioned part of your life and your livelihood, it takes on a new.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, I
Yeah.
think if you love what you're doing and like the things you're putting out, it probably helps, like you're doing comedy and something that you're really passionate about like that. But for me, I blew up on TikTok, and that seems really nice because that's where you get a lot of brand deals and stuff. But the type of content that I make on there isn't this is shitty to say, but it's not really things that I'm proud of. Like, it's not really things that I'm passionate about and I put energy into. And so to feel
What
like
do you mean you don't?
like
You
it,
don't
it,
want more people to.
it doesn't have any value to me. Like,
I was gonna make a bit about thirst traps, but you mean lip syncing isn't like really important to you?
I'm actually not passionate about lip syncing. No, but like that stuff to me just doesn't hold value. And the discourse in my head is like, okay, but these queer people watch it and say that it has value to them. So that means something. But
Yes, of course, because you're representing like you are an authentic, even though it doesn't feel authentic to you and that's not your personality,
Mhm.
but to them, they are seeing a real queer person
yeah,
being confident and sexy
yeah,
on publicly. That's a big fucking deal for a lot of people. And while I understand what you're saying, like the actual content itself, like that. Wait, more of them.
Maddie, you want to get in on this?
That's the opening clip. That's the opening clip. No, but yes, comedy is a refuge.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy is the thing, and I know you feel this way, like nothing will ever, whether I'm performing for 10 people. I mean, obviously it's lovely that I get to perform for so many people and it's so fun and I get to do it all the time and I get to spend hours doing it, but it's a refuge. Everything else is just so that I can do more comedy.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I don't feel like I have that thing that's like, I do all of this for this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I have something that I'm working on that will become that thing. But
Okay.
until I don't
Teaser?
have it, can't say anything about it yet. I can talk to you about it when we
Okay.
get off, but until I have that, it's like I don't know. It's just I don't feel like it's representative of who I am, and that's the part that takes a
I
toll
will
on
say,
my
Mac,
mental
when I
health.
met you, I was like, you don't feel like every other TikToker that I've met.
I appreciate that.
You're actually not like other TikTokers.
no,
you're
no
really
shade to other TikTokers. Just, but yeah, I don't. I'm at a point where like I want to literally just quit TikTok, but my realist side of my brain is like, you can't do that. Like that
I
is
know,
such
yeah.
like people do so much to build this platform up and like have this following. And
I
like,
mean,
you're
you
just
can
gonna throw it away.
transition slowly.
That's the goal. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But that's my life right now.
Well, I thought the funniest part was that you cry every time you touch your own but that was great gay sex. I mean, I don't know. This parasocial relationship is really important. And I think these parasocial relationships, if you're watching this and this podcast has been important for you, that's okay. It's not wrong. Like, I am very glad that we were able to help. I just also hope that you can slowly, if this is you, try to form real relationships in your community at your local LGBTQ center. You know, you can start volunteering there. And even if you're not making friends, just to like build up that queer community around you, that is ultimately, I would love for you to replace this podcast with those people in your area. Like that would really, if you listen to anything I fucking say, listen to that. That's really important. And if you need help finding those people, we have a Discord. That's like a place where you can start to kind of like, it's still online, but you can start to meet other people. You know what I mean? Chosen Family has a Discord. We have a community. Like, it's not weird for you to start trying to form those individual relationships with real people who can be way better than a parasocial relationship. Maddie's sharing corner.
Maddie's sharing corner.
Maddie, did you have gay sex?
Yeah, I have the talking hat.
Oh,
You
yeah.
may have the talking hat.
Thank you
can
very
have the
much.
talking hat. Why don't I shift the camera?
I reckon I've been eating some and fields needed a little plowing and the corn has been harvested.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you brought
It's
was
the
like
dry season.
This is
I haven't had a woman warm in my bed in minutes. But guess what? I'm the mayor of Pussyville, and I'm coming into
You're the
office.
sheriff. You're the sheriff.
sheriff.
of Pussyville. That been you locked it up behind bars. It's been doing time. I'm so glad.
No, I haven't.
This was such a
Gay sex this week.
serious episode. It was really
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah, sorry, I feel like I made it really serious.
I feel like I made it really serious.
I feel like I talked about crying every time I try to masturbate.
that's
I
funny.
feel like is it?
What are we all on our periods? God.
Maddie, did you have gay sex this week?
I did not have gay sex this week. I had my own version of gay sex this week, which is I got a new piercing on.
I didn't even notice.
My
I'm
ear.
so sorry.
No,
Oh
it's
my
okay.
god! I thought you meant like.
No, I don't think vagina piercings are in the. I don't think I could do that.
I don't think I could do that either.
That freaks me out. Not to like look too deep into it, but it is like a very cool way to like take like agency over your body and to be like, I'm like
Yeah.
permanently altering myself and I'm feeling pain, which is scary, but I brave it and then I like tenderly care for it and let it heal. And it's like a cool little like ritual that I really enjoy that I feel like is like investing in yourself. And it's also just cool to like alter the way that you look and be like, I have the freedom to do that. So let me like build myself to be like the way that I want to look. Like it feels like an almost kind of like sacred thing to me.
Totally. And you can
Wow.
do that without piercings. Like there's so many different ways to like take ownership of like making sure that the way you're presenting matches up with how you're feeling.
Mhm.
Totally. And it's
Well, I
like,
just
even if it's-
noticed you don't even have.
I don't have anything
Oh, wow.
pierced.
but I feel like that's something that like queerness kind of shows you too, is I'm like, okay, I'm like
Ew.
thinking about ways that I, but it's like thinking
Ew.
about ways that like I can align
Queerness.
myself.
Queerness shows people that you can express yourself however you want.
Suck my fucking dude.
Queerness.
Let me have a moment.
No.
You know what? You know, queerness better show you how to eat my fucking ass, dude. Because let me tell you what, I have the talking hat.
Queerness did teach me how to eat your fucking ass. But I don't go around rubbing that in people's faces.
Yes, you do. You have a podcast about it.
I refuse to believe this podcast is a place for people to talk about queerness. It is a comedy podcast. It provides no services to anybody. If you're feeling that, you're just in an unhealthy parasocial relationship. And I mean that. Okay.
Well, the thing I was going to say was really not that funny, but it was about queerness.
Fine, go on.
Okay. Well, it was just that like, you know, you can like align your like gender presentation to how you feel, but I'm like having fun doing that in other areas of my life too. Like where like, I don't know, it's like across every possible metric that you could measure that by, if that makes sense. Like I'm starting weightlifting more, I'm like getting more piercings, and it makes me feel more masculine, but it also just makes me feel stronger. And it also just makes me feel cooler. And I'm like, I used to kind of like try to like, you know, labor over like, well, what does each one mean? And it's like, well, I don't know. Like I feel like the queer labels that I've like had have been like really helpful for me in terms of like contextualizing my feelings and letting me articulate my own feelings and find other people who feel the same way. But when it gets to a point where I'm stressing over, wait, so am I gender fluid or am I non-binary? It's like, I don't know. The word got me this far. Now I can just kind of go on vibes and play it by ear. And that's how I'm feeling.
There is something to be said for letting go of labels a little bit. Like just to kind of relax.
At least for me personally, yeah, that's helpful.
If it's stressful to try and figure out the words, then maybe just like come back to it later.
yeah.
Just find what feels good, whether that's like a piercing or weightlifting or, you know, wearing a cowboy hat or whatever it might be. If it feels good, then go after the thing that feels good.
Yeah.
For me, that's a big mental health thing. And it has nothing to do with my gender. It's like chasing the thing that ends up making me feel good rather than thinking like, what am I supposed to be?
And it's like I can't sit in my room and theorize my way into a good feeling. I have to like go do something about it.
Exactly.
And like a
Exactly.
piercing seems small, but it like I wake up and I see it in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, I did that. It like really like it's a cool little way to like do something.
Yeah.
For me, like with the gym, like it's just that I went.
Mm.
Like it like you can put like goals, you can put like calories, you can put like the way that you look, but like for me at the end of the day, it's the fact that I went. it felt brain feel good from move.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's like what it is for me. Or like hanging out with my friends or whatever. Like people forget. Like I'll socialize with someone that I really don't quite like.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll go to lunch with an old college friend that I sort of find annoying.
That's on you.
I hope she finds it. No. But like at the end of the day, the socializing,
Mm-hmm.
it makes my
Yeah.
You're just
brain-
glad you did it.
it just feels good.
Mm-hmm.
So just do the thing that maybe not hard drugs, but I hope this makes sense when I'm saying.
Yeah,
it.
totally.
No, this does make sense.
No, totally. And I think keep thinking about the episode with Sarah Coffey where she was saying that her boyfriend was like, he feels just like a creature. I was like, I love that. I have not stopped thinking about that. So I'm customizing the avatar. That was my gay sex this week.
You're customizing the avatar, the
Yeah.
creature avatar.
Yeah. I mean, a little piercing, and I want to get a lot more.
Yeah, get a lot more.
I'm gonna get a conch. I'm really scared it's gonna hurt really bad.
What's a conch?
But I went by myself, and I'm really brave. I did.
You
it's
are
like
really brave.
this middle part right here, like the thick part of your ear.
Oh,
But it looks
the
so
cowboy
fucking
hat
cool.
accentuates them, I gotta say.
I'm really loving how the cowboy hat feels.
We can go get you guys a couple. I got that one from Party City.
That might change my fucking life. Could this
I
be my
thought
new
that was
stage
a nice
persona?
cowboy hat.
I tried to go buy a nice
gonna
cowboy
I'm
hat.
gonna-
They don't fit like that. They look bad.
Where did you get this?
Party City.
Oh, sorry, you just said that. Oh my god.
It was like $10.
Wow. It feels really nice.
Doesn't it
Yeah,
feel
why
nice?
does it feel expensive?
I went to a real cowboy hat shop and tried on the cowboy hats. So I was like, I could upgrade. None of them are like that.
Do you wear this out to like bars and stuff?
I have.
It fucking rocks so hard. I want
I
to wear this on
fucking
stage.
love
Do
that.
girls
hat.
come up to you more in the hat?
Yeah, that's why I stopped wearing it because it was like a good. It was like a good bit to like. It would look better on you. We talked about this before, I think. But like
That's
in
so
my
funny.
10 days that I was single, I would like take the hat out and be like, "You think they'll get on you?" And then you put it on the girl, and it's like, then you're f***ing.
All right. Well, this was good. This was pretty good gay sex. I'm sorry. I hope mine wasn't so boring.
You can do it without moving your head. That's the next level. Just do one finger on top, one below, and just do a little push back and forth.
Was mine boring?
No,
Yours was
You're the
really
best.
exciting.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
You're good.
I guess I get a little vulnerable. Speaking of parasocial relationships, is very vulnerable
Mhm.
to give someone a 15-minute slice
Yeah.
of your relationship
Mm.
that you're really proud of and you really love, and to put yourself out there and be like, look, it's not probably doesn't look like your relationship. Like, we're artists, being this girl, we're artists living in New York City in like an open relationship. You know what I mean? And it feels scary to put it out there and have people, it feels scary to like mention a potential negative,
Mm-hmm.
to be like, oh, like we weren't on the same page about commitment when we started.
Yeah.
And now we are. And it feels scary to say that. To
Yeah,
the
well, the
internet.
internet's so fast to like make a decision about what your relationship is, and that's based on their own experiences in their relationships.
Yeah. So like,
Which is really frustrating.
She's
I don't know
an
about for you, but it's
ENFJ
frustrating.
narcissist.
Yeah.
and Sun Moon Rising. It's like,
so toxic.
you don't even know her name.
Yeah.
I have diagnosed main. It's like you don't even
I have
fucking
diagnosed
know who it
main.
is.
But just know that like I did my best to put it all into 15 minutes of talking about it, and that I love this person very much, and that she deeply cares for my heart. Like no one, she really wants to protect my heart. That's why we moved so slow to like put the labels on it and everything, because we wanted to be like super sure. So if you're watching this and you have anything negative to say, please go connect with a different creator about that. Maybe find
The
Matt.
creator you've reached is unavailable.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
project your mommy issues onto a different YouTuber. Or press 3.
Wait, Maddie, you're like actually funny.
Maddie is so funny. Maddie is so.
Thank you, partner.
Maddie is so fucking funny. Honestly, I'm gonna like make a text version of that to reply to comments.
That's so fucking good.
But seriously, just go find Matt Rife and write whatever comment you're gonna.
Matt Rife, you accidentally get Matt Rife's stand-up special to 3 million views because you fucking sent all the lesbians to it.
Matt Rife is gonna like message me and be like, "Hey, listen, I don't know where this beef started, but
Yeah, what's going on? Like,
why are your fans being like your relationship is a sham? I'm single." All right, you want to plug anything? Chosen Family Podcast.
Chosen Family
our
Podcast at Mak Ingemi on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. That's all.
Maddie T. Wiener, Instagram, YouTube are the main ones. Check out some of my stand-up.
Yeah, get on Maddie's email list. So you know when
thanks.
she's coming to your city. Get on mine, AshleyGavin.com, Patreon.com/WHS. I cannot express how much it supports this like it is a big fucking deal to donate $1 or $3 a month to this podcast. You can donate yearly, and you get a discount. So it's just like $10 a year, and it helps so much, and it funds everything I do. Almost everything is built off of our free content. Our free content is the engine that makes these things like get attention. So if you're here, just know that like you're paying for this, but you're also paying for all of the advertisement that got you here. So it's helpful. It pays Maddie. It covers a lot of people. Alex, Sydney, our editor, like we're bringing on part-time editors. It's crazy. Was that selfish?
No.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for listening. Patreon.com/WHGS to support AshleyGavin.com to get all the updates about my special and my live dates and merch. And then the coveted gay thought. We got Maddie coming in because I'm tired.
I mean, it's a pretty like smooth brain gay thought. It's
Smooth brain?
It's like kind of an internet thing. It's just dumb. It's pretty half-baked. But that I was like, I think with the aesthetic that I'm trying to go for now is like industrial non-binary meets Middle-earth elf. I really was pulling some. You needed to get
Industrial non-binary? What does that mean? Like a worker in the 1920s before the unions got established? What does industrial non-binary mean?
It means I would like to have a Carhartt jacket and pointy little elf ears. Is that too much to add?
It is. It is actually too much. Cut. Maddie's fired. That's it.
Is this going on the Patreon or the main episode?
This is the main episode.
No, I was coming at it with Patreon vulnerability. Please leave this in so they know I'm ashamed. Please.
This is what you get when you pay for an episode. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on Maddie. Gay shame. This isn't a gay thought. It's gay shame. Shame on you. Shame on you, little gay. Okay? No one wants to see the cat ears. We don't care. Put away the elf shit. Go to your little Dungeons and Dragons thing and do it there. Gay shame. Shame, shame, shame. And to the hey mamas, and I include myself in this even though I don't think I'm a hey mamas, untighten your bun. Gay shame. Shame, 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 shame. Loosen up your bun and your bum, okay? You're not as good looking as you think you are. No one wants to fuck you. Gay shame. What's another gay stereotype?
The keys on the carabiner, which I do.
Gay shame to all you climbing gays. What kind of skill is that? Climbing a rock? Gay shame. Be useful to society. Gay shame. You are mean, femmes. You are mean. Gay shame for being so mean. You want to be at the popular table. You know you were never there, and you're compensating for it now. Gay shame, femmes. Gay shame.